Hey guys, and welcome to Let's Play. How's everyone doing today? It's November 21st. I don't think it's going to be released the next day. I might wait till next week to release this. But it's November. I will tell you that. So, I said I would not go back to this game, but I'm back. The reason why is that queues are filling up for the faction wave. This is very exciting. Fill up this for a very long time. Now, if I was a mercenary, I would choose if I was a mercenary, I would probably choose Kirita over Snow Jaguar. But if I was a mercenary and it was Clan Wolf, I don't care who it is, I'd be on Clan Wolf like crazy. That's one of the reasons why I kept going right to be a mercenary state. Dedicated. But I have a stronger dedication with Stabby for many reasons. So there's a bit of a conundrum. Who do I go with and why? Well, I guess it all depends on how you look at things. If you don't know who to go with, then just stick to being a mercenary. Now, if you do know who to go with, then I can suggest the one thing. Then stick with it. See, now, when I first started 12 years ago, I ended up being on Clan Wolf's side. I ended up being a Clan for a long time. And we took over half the map. Which is amazing. And then after a while, the game started to slow down. And I said, when I come back, I want to Then we played for a little bit, then the game started to slow down again, then it came back, then it became a loyalist with House Davion, which is where I'm at right now. Even though I do have drop decks for Clan and Mechwarrior, I have drop decks for both. This is my drop deck for Clan Wolf. This is my full drop deck because I still have 6 more planets. I recently picked up the Wolf Dragon. So I used the Wolf Dragon pack that I had in here with with the Wolf Dragoon's Vulture. So it's a Clan Archer. And I recently replaced another small mech with Slayer 7 Mad Dog version of the Mad Dog. And I kept my original Mad Dog and my original Shadow Cat. But I didn't get a chance to add flags. So, because I'm not a clanner anymore, so I do have 2 flags for the back of those mechs. I haven't got around to it. So, I don't think I'm going to be using those anytime this year. So, I got something that I was very surprised. Alright, let's see if we can show you guys what I got. I picked this, they gave this to me. Now, I'm a loyalist for, right now I'm a loyalist for House Davion. But I was a loyalist for Clan Wolf for years. I mean, we're talking years. I was given this. It says, loyalty item commemorating Clan Wolf's victory and greater defeat on something else. And that's what they gave me. I was just injected this since I logged in today. So I put it in my Android. So I put it in my Android. Why not? They still recognize the fact that I was a loyalist and still, after all this time, I'm still recognized. Why not? Since the game was in beta test, I was a loyalist. In fact, when I participated in the beta testing, the first thing I did was tell them I want to be on Clan Wolf. That's the first thing I did. So they gave me clan mechs when I first started it, and this was the first clan mech that I ever got, the Mad Dog B variant. That was the very first mech I ever got. So I was excited to see this brand new game come out, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. It feels, this game is pretty much exactly like it should be. Adding all these extra doodads in here, that makes it awesome. Adding all these extra things, absolutely outstanding. It's awesome. Anyway, I just want to show you guys this. Something I picked up, something they gave this to me. 2025 Wolf Loyalty. I'm on House Davion's side, but yet they gave me a Clan Wolf loyalty because I was a loyalist for Clan Wolf for the first 4 years of this game being out. I was a loyalist for 4 full years. I helped beta test this game when I first started. I was the biggest advocate for this game's success when this game first came out. So for them to present me with that is an extreme honor. I am honored. From the bottom of my heart, I am honored. Because I was on Clan Wolf's side for 4 years. When they needed a beta tester, I was totally in. I was in like Flint. They needed me, I was there. Whenever they needed me, I came in. I was always on top of things. This was before Steam existed. This game was out before Steam was even a thing. Dead serious. Before Steam even existed, this game was in beta testing. And I was helping to beta test this game before Steam was even a thought. Steam didn't exist. This game entered Steam when it already had people in it. That's how old this game is. This game is still going to this day. Not as popular, but it's still going to this day. Granted, some changes happened. Whether I like them or not, they happen because the game is as old as it is. So a new generation's coming in. People like me sort of being forced to go along with the crowd. All the young people are coming in now playing this certain way. So they're making the necessary changes to accommodate the young people, which I do understand. I do understand. There are many young people that do want to play this game, and I do understand. To them, this is an exciting and new game. To me, this game is years and decades of blood, sweat, and tears. I put my heart and soul in this game. Always put my heart and soul in this game. I didn't spend a fortune, but I put every time I had that was spare time into this game. I had so much fun. I really did. But it's good to know that they still recognize, they still remember what I used to do a long time ago. Even though I'm a loyalist right now, they still remember that I was loyal to Clan Wolf first. To me, that means a lot. The fact that you still remember that, you still recognize that. I put that in my very first mech I ever owned in this game. The very first mech I ever got. I used this mech to help beta test the game when it came to beta. This is the mech I have. This is the same exact mech. So therefore, I was given this, so I put it. But I did not work this. So I didn't have anything back then. So I recently picked up the Wolf Bridge because the Wolf Bridge is back very important. According to the developers of the verse, the Wolf Bridge were a mercenary squad during Star League. They were trained by the current Innisphere. They were trained by the current Innisphere, and they were given mechs based off of the mechs that they were currently working on. I believe the Wolf Dragoon Squad, I believe, got a Vulture. I think they got Fleet. And I think they got maybe let me check. Let me check to see which ones they got. They got a Vulture. They got a Vulture. They got a they got a Flea. Yeah. The Clan's got it. The Clan, the Star League They gave them a flea, they gave them a vulture, and they gave them other things, which I got other ones where they had two or maybe three more. They got a vulture, a flea, a night stalker, and a stone. That's what they got. They got one mech each in a sphere house. At the time, they were part of the Starlink. The Starlink disbanded. The Wolf Dragoons disbanded as well. But the original Wolf Dragoons joined the clans that they wanted to. They took those Innisphere mechs with them. So when the Star League came around, when the Star League was disbanded, the mechs that they used, they just used for the house that they chose to join. If you want to get technical, all of the Wolf Dragoons mechs should have joined Clan Wolf, because Clan Wolf and Clan Jade Falcon were the first two clans to be created. Clan Jade Falcon and Clan Wolf were the very, very first clans to be created. So one of those two should have gotten all of them. And I'm assuming that would be Clan Wolf, because the Mad Dog looks an awful lot now it's the vulture. Ready? The only thing different about the vulture has the doors on the shoulders. You open, missiles come out, they close. That's it. It's pretty much the same exact mech. And for those of you guys that don't know, the Mad Dog is a Clan Wolf made mech, which means they had exclusive access to the Vulture, which means that the Wolf Dragoons mercenary squad joined Clan Wolf when they separated from the Star League. There's your proof. There's your proof right there. The Wolf Dragoon squad is, and still is part of Clan Wolf. They're Clan Wolf's exclusive mercenary squad. Now, once the Star League disbanded, what I don't know is, I don't know if they decided to continue on the mercenary squad or if they disbanded. That I do not know. If you do know anything about it, comment down below. I would really love to know. I never followed past the Star League era, so I never followed into the lore of the post Star League era. I only know what happened during the Star League era, and that's it. used to read the old Battletech manuals and the old Battletech books, novels, and stuff like that. I never followed after that, so I'm assuming that's what happened. All I do know is that the Wolf Dragoons joined Clan Wolf. How do I know this? Because of the fact that the Vulture and the Mad Dog, the Vulture and the Mad Dog look and act exactly the same, except for the doors that open on the shoulders. They're pretty much exactly the same. So, I mean, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, originally, I did not have my original unit was Shadowcat, Mad Dog, Summoner, and the Nova. That was my original group that I moved out. You got a Nova, Mad Dog, Summoner, and Shadowcat. That's the flag. That's the flag. That's the flag. And the fourth flag, I just forgot to put it on the logo, but that's the one I use. So, although this is, well, this is a Viper. This is a Viper. This is a beta version of the Viper, which I have, but I never used. So, this was given to me to use to test. I used this mech to test the game. I still have it, but I never use it because this is a very, very, very broken mech. It was only meant to be used for the beta testing. I thought they would get rid of it when the game started, but they didn't. I got to keep it, I guess. I don't know why, but I got to keep it. So, I was a clanner during beta testing. So, the kit box was additionally on that started eventually I retired the Nova and tried to run the kit box instead. The reason why this has a flag is no different. So when I first made it, I used the Nova instead of the kit box. I used the kit box instead of the Nova. And when I got the Wolf Dragoons squad, but I decided maybe that's not a good idea. I really did enjoy playing this one because that was my very first mech I ever owned. So obviously, your first mech's always going to be a favorite one. So. Anyway, getting back to the Innisphere. When I became a mercenary, I had access to both. So every mech I had access to. Now, when I decided to go to Innisphere, was restricted to the max that I had. Now, when I had to go on a faction play mission, when you're playing faction play, you're restricted to only max to have the wins. So, right there, only should use the max to have those wins. If you do not have those wins, do not take them out on faction play missions. I'm telling you right now, don't do it. Because that those men have been finished. They don't need anything else. They have not been done. So, only favorite, and that's finished. So all the mechs that need to be finished with favorites, these are all the mechs that you can finish. All these guys here. None of these mechs should be faction play. None. Why? Because you put these mechs in faction play, they will not operate to the capacity. Yes, it's frustrating because you want to play these mechs. Play them in quick play. Play them in quick play and use their experience points to upgrade them. Okay, so let's do that. I'll show you guys how to do that. Okay, guys. If you have mechs that are not jumped up, are you wondering what this is and why a mech that's done is in my favorites? This mech has a natural seatbelt bonus and has a seatbelt medallion. Plus, the chassis itself now, to farm a mech, if you want to get lots of seatbelts like this, you need a farm. That's why you call it a farm. Okay? Always pull one mech to farm. Every single seatbelt you have of that one mech that has already a broken. So the seatbelt bonus is 40%. 40% seatbelt. That's insane. So naturally, this mech has, you're gonna put only the best equipment, only the best paint or camouflage on this. This has House Davion camouflage. I believe the cockpit has House Davion stuff in it also as well. Cockpit. We have seatbelt bonus. Another seatbelt bonus. And we have a Warhorn camouflage radio. So this gives you bonus to seatbelts. That gives you bonus to seatbelts. And the frame gives you 30% bonus to seatbelts. So the way you situate a mech, every mech owns. This one's only purpose is to farm seatbelts. Get the seatbelts while on mechs. Now I have a lot of seatbelts. eventually he gets a lot of XP down here. So what you could do is you could buy mech credits. You could farm all this XP to general XP and use it to any mech you want. See, convert XP to GXP. I think you need mech credits to do that. And I have 13. Convert your XP to GXP. I totally forgot how to do that. Looks like we might be doing a faction play mission. Okay. Looks like we might have a faction mission. Let's go check this out. Yeah. This is a real treat. Having a faction mission? Nope, they don't need it. That's it. See? I thought for sure we had a game, but apparently we don't. That sucks, because I thought for sure we had a game. That would have been great to be on stream and have a game, but no. Okay, back to this. Now, how do I have this mech situated? Well, let me show you. I have left mouse button, my dual ER. This is left mouse button right here. Two medium pulse lasers right here and right here. And we have one LRM-5 with Artemis. Right here. Now we also have a laser AMS. Right here. There's a radio antenna. There. Cockpit. Right here. Generator, engine, components. Look at that. Exhaust. Right here. Sensors right there. And the exit, the door for the cockpit, right there. So to exit the mech, you have to exit right here. So that's the Warhammer. Pretty simple. It's a very simple mech. It's a very simple Innisphere mech to play. It's actually a lot of fun. I only use this mech not for win. This mech to play relax. So that's what I'm doing right now. Play, chill, relax, okay. After 25 to 30 years, maybe 20 years, you think of this game dead by now. But after 20 years, this game is still going. God bless. I hope this game is still going after 30, because this game is amazing. I love playing this game. This game is at least 20 years old. This is an old game. This is a really old game. This game is not new at all, you guys. When this game first started, World of Tanks wasn't even an afterthought. That's how old this game is. This game is pretty damn old. It's had a lot of changes. People were playing this game when they had dial-up internet. That's how old this game is. Of course, the game sucked. But people still played it because it was the only game you could play online at the time. And of course, there was no such thing as streaming services. It wasn't, I mean, YouTube wasn't even a thought. So, plus people didn't think about actually posting stuff to YouTube either. So, this game got popular from word of mouth. People would just tell people, oh, you know, you really should play this game. This game's a lot of fun. That's how this game got popular. The old-fashioned way. And you think with all the videos people are making that people would jump in. But who knows? Who knows, guys? Who knows?
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is Command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
I bought only for this game. This mouse
acquired.
Letter R on my computer anyway. Letter R is for target. To actually have a target, it's the letter R. It tells you the range. See, you want to have that target within range of the weapons.
Target spotted.
Lost our lock.
New target acquired.
Target spotted. We're experiencing some losses. Don't get sloppy out there.
Of course, half the team dies within the first minute. That's the way this game goes. It's either you're winning or you're losing. There's never such a thing as called a close game. There's no close games in this game. It's either you win or you lose.
25% of the enemies are eliminated.
25% of our teammates have been eliminated within the first minute. That's the way this game always works. So, you never stick around. You just press escape. Want to, or you can just leave. If you're grinding that mech,
We've lost half our force. We can't lose any more soldiers.
you're not grinding the mech like this one. Just leave. As long as you've been destroyed, just leave. And you're losing. Leave. If you're winning, stay. Because a win gets you more money. You always want to stay if you're winning. Okay, guys? Always stay if you're winning. Okay. Now this one we have to stay because this one is this one we need the XP, so we're gonna stick around to the very end on this one. If you're farming something for XP, make sure you stay till the very end to see how much XP you got. Now, if you're running a farm and just farming for seagulls, playing one game, and that's it. But this guy will farm for XP, which means you have to stay till the very end. Always stay till the very end. have it situated, that would help. Unfortunately, you got a big city, which doesn't really do much. The water's a pain in the ass on this level, because there's no cover. It's just wide open space. And all the newbies always just go in the water and tread in the water and get killed. All the new people always go in the water, and the water is the death zone, I call it. If you want to die, go in the water. Because there's no place to hide in the water. You can't hide. So, you're also not going to overheat in the water. But still, who cares? You're a sitting duck. There you're definitely a sitting duck. Okay, ready up? Okay, now we're good to go. Here's a little tip for you guys. If you really want to do something, or if you want to say something nice to both teammates, type in 07. Let me show you why. 0, not letter O. 07. Let me show you guys why. Okay, 07. See that? See? That's a salute. That's this. You're saluting them.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
That's like saying,
All systems manual.
Fleet command coming in. Capture the target area and engage any hostiles.
done. Quick, easy, no bullshit typing. Okay, with this mech, we have button number 1 is medium lasers. Button number 2 is Button number 3 is rotary AC. 2. And button 4 is so
Target acquired.
okay. We have company.
New target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target
New
spotted.
target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
I don't think I'm doing any damage.
New target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted. They've taken down Beta.
assistance.
Firing something.
New target acquired.
Actually doing something.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Need assistance.
Attack you. If I run out of missiles, jump up. And the idea of me running out of missiles
New target acquired. New target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
he's out of range.
New target acquired.
He's out of range. My God.
Target spotted.
Really pushing.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
That's 1,000. Out of range.
The enemy has destroyed Alpha.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Need assistance. Target spotted. Affirmative. Target spotted. Target spotted.
New
Target
target
spotted.
acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired.
This one should hit.
Target spotted.
This one should hit. Yep, it does.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Need assistance.
New target acquired. New target acquired. target destroyed.
Command is happy to hear of your success and achievements on the surface.
Hold the line. Make sure I keep pouring on missiles on the enemy. Okay, I want to hold the circle. Make sure nobody took the circle. They saw what I was doing. They started coming for me, which I noticed that. I'm surprised they didn't come for me sooner. Unfortunately, I didn't get a whole hell of a lot of XP, but I did get C-Bells, which I didn't expect to get any C-Bells. Now, I did spot a couple of people. I did assist in killing because of all the missiles I've been launching. Salvage bonus is because of the when you help insist on killing somebody, when you provide some assistance, you get what's called a salvage bonus. You get a bonus based off of the mech's value. You get a bonus back in C-Bills based off the value of the mech. That's how that works. That's what salvage bonus does. You get a C-Bill bonus based on the value of the mech. So if the mech is, let's say, you killed a mad dog, right? The mad dog costs. Yeah, you're gonna get. You'll get huge salvage bonus. You'll get another bonus from and you might even get an award. Or an accommodation from your chosen faction. You might get an award. It don't depend. Okay, jump in. What we got? Let's take out. Dragon, Enforcer, and Urban Mech. They have those four in a pack. It's called Innisphere Platinum Pack. You can buy it on the store, on the online store. They give you an Urban Mech. Very cool map. It also doesn't have a very obvious pilot cockpit. One would think the pilot cockpit would be right here. But you would be very wrong if you thought that. That's not the pilot cockpit. The pilot cockpit is actually right there. That's a camera that moves. So you have very small movement. You also have a camera right there. You move the camera and zoom in and see. Now, that function does not pertain to the game. In a way, it kind of does. I'll show you what. It kind of does pertain to the game. Because there is a zoom function in this game. I just can't remember what the goddamn button is. The amount of buttons in this game is insanity. One of these buttons on this keyboard is a zoom. I don't know which one it is. I'm gonna remember which one it is one day. And when I do, I'll do a video and I'll show you guys. The amount of buttons that is needed to remember in this game is insane. In the old days, they used to sell in some of the bookstores Idiot's Guide to Mechwarrior Online. They used to have something that went over your keyboard. It was like a paper or a cardboard thing that went over your keyboard. It told you all the shortcuts and all the button combinations and what button did what. And it went right over your keyboard. So you knew what everything was. So you didn't have to worry about it. You didn't have to worry about memorizing it all. You could buy it from the bookstores. It was called An Idiot's Guide to Mechwarrior Online. They used to sell it in bookstores a long time ago. Very long time ago, we're talking here. This game desperately needed an Idiot's Guide because this game is so complicated. This is not just go, play, have fun. This game is very complicated. There's buttons for every function in this game on this keyboard. If you don't know all the buttons, you're limited. Do you think I still have that?
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
My guess, it might be Z key. Z is zoom. Okay? That's Z. Z. That's the zoom. H key is night vision. Actually, no. H key is thermal imaging. I really should go into a test game and try to figure out all the button functions and do a stream on that. That's pretty useful. That's a very useful function. One of these days I'm going to write all the button functions out.
Target spotted.
That would be a good thing to do with you guys.
Target spotted.
So you guys know, even though they tell you what the button functions are, you don't just want to play. They don't know the functions.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Alright, we have a missile launcher, and we have two
Target
sights,
spotted.
we have 4 lasers. 4 medium lasers.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
This is ridiculous.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile.
Target spotted.
Pulsar acquired. New target acquired.
We had nobody covering the tunnel, nobody covering that one. So, where's the entire team? There's only 2 areas to go. The tunnel or the ramp. Where is the entire team? If they're hitting the tunnel, the entire team should be at the ramp. But meanwhile, I was the only person standing at the ramp. So where's the rest of the goddamn team? Let's find out.
Warning,
Okay.
Target acquired.
Maybe,
Target spotted.
just maybe, I helped by distracting them. So maybe
New target acquired. Target destroyed. New target acquired.
time cap the base. Try not to cap the base.
New target acquired.
We distracted the enemy so that they weren't paying attention to him while he was capping. This game is all about teamwork and working as a team. One person has to have the brass sack to run up and cap that base as soon as they can. Everybody else has to hold their own and raise a big ruckus. Hope to God that your teammate does the right thing. The game is not about me. What can I do? The game is about us. What can we do together? That's the main objective. What can we do together? Us as a team, what are we capable of doing together? That's why we do this in chat. That's our way of saying, let's work as a team and win. Let's have a good game. That's what this means. That's why we always do this in chat. It's a tradition since the game first came out. All the veterans in the game always do this. I respect it. No matter what happens, we always do salute. Always. You do it out of respect. You're probably wondering, why don't you have LRM 20s? That's a very good question. Let me give you a rundown why I don't use LRM. Let me give you a brief rundown why I never use them. Let's say this mech had dual LRM 20s, dual run seats, dual small engines, right? The dual LRM 20s are heavy. They're very heavy. If you have Artemis, that's even heavier. Now, ammo storage is even heavier than that. So, you're basically look at the camera. You have an LRM5. An LRM5 is like you load in ammo, you load in more ammo. An LRM20 is so heavy, you can only load in so much ammo. And the fact that it launches 20 missiles in one rack. Launching, so if you have dual LRM-20s, you have to have per volley 40 missiles launching at the same time. So the amount of ammo you have to have in storage, astronomical. In order to be able to put dual LRM-20s in here, I have to have at least 1,400 to 1,500 shots of ammo in this mech. In a 100-ton assault mech, that is possible in a 100-ton assault mech like this. But, as you see, I didn't do that. Why didn't I do that? Because I use dual large lasers and two dual AC2s with 2 racks of LRM-10 missiles. I did something different. This mech would only supposed to have 1 rack of missiles and 2 yard and it's supposed to have machine guns on the shoulders. I did as you can see, this mech was not made for missiles. Even though it has, because it only has 2 racks of missiles per unit. So, AC2s have the most ammo. Now, of course, all these missiles, autocannon shots, we have to have a case. You always have to have a case in a structure that has ammo. Now, lasers do not need a case, but it's always good to have a case anyway, because what happens if the arm explodes, it might damage your torso. Having a case and everything, having a case in your assault mech, always. You absolutely do not want to damage the torso. Under no circumstances, damage the torso. If the core ever gets damaged, you're screwed. Absolutely screwed. The head and the core have to be protected at all times. And the easiest way to do that is to simply protect them. Have them aim at this. Stay away from this. Dumping more ammo on these and have the most ammo on this. Make sure you give all around even armor on all parts. that with weakest armor at all. That's the difference. Because you only have a certain amount of tonnage. You can sacrifice weapons and ammo for tonnage. But if you don't want to do that, what you could do is you could make the bones of the mech a lighter and more durable endo steel. You can do that. That will make the mech lighter. Instead of it being steel, it could be like endo steel is like having a titanium frame. It's more durable and lighter. So endo steel is titanium. Okay, guys? Now armor, yes, standard armor and Ferrofibrous armor. Ferrofibrous armor, the game says by 20% more protection per ton, but it occupies 14 critical slots, but it weighs less. Now light Ferrofibrous armor occupies 6% more protection per ton. Occupies 7 slots. Now, you don't have a lot on this mech. You see a lot of squares. I'm going to try and think about using a different type because it does help. So it really does. As you can see, all this is grayed out. You can't use it. You can't use any of the armor because this space is all taken up. The structural slots, everything's taken up. What's it taken up by? It's taken up with heat sinks, cases, ammo, weapons, all that. All this is part of this more armor you add on the mech here, that takes up another slot here. Okay? So the less armor you have, the more you'll be able to power. You understand so far? Good. That brain gets worse at night. But I'm doing this. Now, you have to understand, this game is all about, this game is basically all about working on a mech to make sure it runs the way, not the way you want, not the way makes it broken, what makes it amazing. Make it the way you want it, not the way I want it. I'm not going to show you guys builds and say you need to do this. No, you don't need to do anything I say. What you do need to do, I say, is basic game functionality. I'm never going to tell you, you have to have this variant. You have to put this in here. You have to put this in here. No, I will never do that. It's up to you to figure out what variant you want and how you want to set that up. It's not up to me. It's up to you. You have to do it the way you want it done. If you don't know what it is, I can make suggestions to you based on what makes sense. So you have to understand everybody calls it the trash can. Well, it kind of does look like the trash can. But still, this poor guy is a bad guy. Not a bad mech. Everybody calls it bad names, but it's not a bad mech. It all depends on how you use it and how you set it up. This one, I never said. This one I didn't set up yet. This one I left exactly as I purchased it. We can work on it right now. Now, this is the way I got it with regular standard armor. What I did was I put very vigorous endo steel, and before I did that, I added the laser AMS, Beagle Active Probe, 2X medium lasers, and a buttload of heat sinks all over the place. Then did this and that, filled up all the slots, put in an XL engine 170. Perfect. Then what I did was I maxed out all the armor. I can get my hands on it. Now you have an urban mech with a frontal armor of 46. An assault mech doesn't even have enough frontal armor of 46. This little trash can is an armored vehicle. It's insane. Who would have guessed an urban mech would last longer than because you don't need as much weapons, because the weapon fires faster, fires more often, and you're not going to overheat. So, why do you need anything else? You don't. Again, the AMS does not require ammunition. Why? Because it's a laser AMS. It doesn't require ammunition. So, therefore, you put in an XL engine, have the XL engine take up these 2 slots here. Then add in this, and you're done. That's it. The next is going to take it up and down. It's light. Urban mech, that is an accomplishment. That's a huge accomplishment. Now take it out and see how good it does. Now keep this in mind. Urban mech, you're never going to expect kills with these things. Urban mechs are meant for support roles. You take an urban mech out to run on support instructions. So, support roles are very important with urban mechs. Now, to take on a support role, you need to pick a level that's not too big. You also need to pick a level based off of your Now, I'm it don't matter which one I pick. A dark level. Now, this is the one with the big circle in the middle with the alpha beta. We did that one before, remember? I stood in the middle of it and held it Someone else held it. The entire game, I prevented them from capping it, while the rest of the team killed off the whole rest of the team. That was my plan. I was going to try my best to hold that position, while the rest of the team wore them down.
Look at that, we're all green.
Someone's using voice chat, I can tell. When someone talks on voice, you'll see a name pop up right there.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Fleet command coming in. Capture the target area and engage any hostiles.
I'm in an urban map, Mike. Look how fast I'm going. Urbies are mental. This one is a speed demon. Not bad, huh? Not bad. I'd say this is about the speed of an Osiris, which is an accomplishment.
We're a quarter of the way there. Keep it up.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
does a good job with his team. Maybe you should learn how to spell. You think so? If he's trying to call we won't choose not to comment, but between you guys and me, he's trying to call us. Unfortunately, he doesn't know how to spell. So if you're going to diss somebody, know how to spell, because nobody's going to pay.
The hostiles have already started to make a dent. Be sure to stop them.
Why? Because he is the retard for not knowing how to spell. So, end of story.
We are halfway to defeat.
One more kill.
That's it. Pack it up. The hostiles are taking control of the target.
That's the way this game rolls. It's you're either good or you're not good. This one is broken as hell. Look at all the lasers on that thing. Look at that thing. That thing is packed full. Heat must be ridiculous. You think so? No. 6 double heat sinks. 7 small extra large pulsars. They're small lasers. You have 6 of them. You have 8 of them. The small pulse lasers do a lot of damage. So, small the laser you go, more of them need. And the fact that you have pulse lasers, X-pulse lasers, they're going to fire more often, which means they're going to generate twice the amount of heat. So by using a small laser, it fires quicker, it's going to generate twice as much heat. So you're going to need twice as much heat sinks as protection. Now, flame is a backup plan. I like having backup plans. I love having backup plans, just in case. Flamer also generates heat in the mech. You would think that a flamer would release heat through the flamethrower, but no, it doesn't. Flamer will generate heat. Not quite what I intended would happen, but it does, as you can see. look under damage and heat. See that? So it does generate heat. And if it generates too much heat, it'll do 4.5 damage per second, per minute. If you ever overheat, it'll do damage. 4.5. Insane. It really is. All this thing does is their ability to start this will charge in. Only to overheat them. As soon as they're overheated, they'll shut down. As soon as they shut down, let them have the only weapon you have. Which is the reason why you do the advanced sensor package. Scan them. What? You'll be able to know what target have next that go for specific targets. Make mech variants for specific targets. Make mech variants for small, medium, large, and assault mechs. This is meant to make an assault mech have a bad day. Flat out. This thing's job is to make an assault mech have a bad day. Not to kill anything, but to make them have a very bad day, get pissed off. That's what this thing's job is. It's not going to do a lot of damage, but he's not going to be able to fire. Why? Because I'm firing flamer at him so much, he's overheating. As soon as he overheats, I shoot him. As soon as I think how bad it is, very soon I'll start backing off. Down. By the time I do that, help will come, they'll finish them off. My job is done. That's why I don't think this thing's purpose is exactly that. It's not to get killed before. The objective is to destroy them, weaken them, Active probe and advanced sensor package. With the flamer, a buttload of heat sinks, small places. Load up with armor, endless steel structure, standard 10. If you want to, you can do reverse armor. If you do that, you might be able to squeak more armor out of it. I don't think you squeak more weapons. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it as far as weapons goes. You can squeak this out, I think. Yeah, you can squeak that out. But you have to see. Right now, we don't need it. So, we don't need it. Why have it? We don't need it. Now, what you could do is We could do that. And now all of our armor is maxed out on this thing. We have an error message here. One or more slot violations. Now what slot violation might that be? What slot was violated? Now it's saying we have a slot violation. Now all I do is okay, that's it. Can't do anything else to this thing. This thing is maxed out. Can't do anything else. Don't forget, see something here? Don't save it. Do not launch it. Don't save it. Fix it. Something is wrong. You want to engage this and this. You need enough slots, enough open slots available so that the third purpose can sneak in there. Now we don't have enough. We have a bunch of different stuff. You see, this is reserved for endosteel structure. All this is endosteel. The only thing we have that we could use for the characters is right here. 1, 2, 3. But not enough. We need more slots. But not enough. So obviously the armor's not going to fit for no reason. That's why we had that warning up at the top. Because fair purpose armor is going to add slots. It's going to convert open slots to armor slots. Now, endosteel structure converts normal slots to dynamic structure slots. See? This is part of the endosteel structure right here. That. So the only empty slots we have are 1, 2, 3 slots, but not enough. Not enough. We need more slots. These some of those things have to go to these. Also, some of those not worth the trouble. Change the entire Mechwarrior. Just squeak out that one thing. We can't put anything in its place. Don't do it. It's not worth the trouble, guys. It's fine just the way it is. Save it. Leave it. Take it out as is. Play it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it for what it is. It's a game. Enjoy the game. Do not stress over that little tiny thing. It makes no sense stressing over something like that. It just makes no sense at all. Okay. This will be the very last game of the night. I'm going to call it after this. So, before my brain decides to come before, I'm going to sign out. This will be the very last game, and then I'll have my closing statements. I just want to say thank you very much for watching tonight. Thank you very much for sticking around. I posted a video for radio on the channel. I was going to use that video, but I decided, you know what? We have the time, and I like you guys. You guys like these videos, so I'll do a video. So if you want to, make sure you check out the video I just did for Radio. It's Radio Online. I posted that in the middle of the week. Okay, we're at HPG Manifold. This could work out in our favor because there isn't anything environmentally to set anything over the top. In other words, it's heat neutral. Because there's no oxygen in the air. Because there's no oxygen at all anywhere. There's no temperature differences. So there's no heat spots. There's no cold spots. Everything's neutral. HPG manifold is a neutral level. Now you would think, because it's in space, that mech would be weightless. You'd be floating all over the place. What my guess is that they probably have magnets on the bottom of the mechs for space boards like this. Because gravity is non-existent. See that? There's no gravity. It's cold because there's no environment to make it hot. So it's got to be cold. Negative 36 degrees. So the idea of overheating in a space area is hard. Very hard. It takes a lot to overheat in a space level. Because you don't have an environment that cause to facilitate that.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is Command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
But it's not set up for this level, it's set up for heat levels. Like lava and stuff like that. That's why I set up this. That's why it's set up like this. I can go on lava levels and still function normally. That's my main goal when I make survives. If I can survive without any problems on lava boards, it should be fine. Because lava boards, the temperature is so high, it already makes you firing weapon makes you
Target spotted.
okay. My advanced sensor should be kicking in any minute now.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Go zoom. Oh my goodness.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target
New
spotted.
target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
25% of the enemies are eliminated.
New target acquired. Target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
The
Target
enemies are half
destroyed.
depleted. Keep pushing.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
We've almost got them all. Clean up the survivors.
Look at your mini-map. See where the enemies are. Don't do what I do like this. I hope to God you find something. Look at the mini-map. Make sure you're paying attention to that mini-map.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Making sure you're paying attention. See, I wasn't paying attention.
Target spotted.
Target
Command to
destroyed.
ground forces. We're detecting no more hostiles. Good job, soldiers.
Have a good night. Okay, guys. Ending on a good note. That's what matters. As long as you end on a good note, as long as you start off on a good note, job well done. Although it is a mech that I finished, I don't need any XP with this mech. That's why I did good. That's one reason why you need to finish XP on your mech, because otherwise you're not gonna have an easy time. I'm telling you right now. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please comment down below and answer all comments. Feel free to comment on whatever you want. The video. Game. Any questions you might have, I'm happy to answer them honestly. I really appreciate the feedback you guys give me, whether good or bad. I think all of it is hard. Feedback, I will definitely thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Please hit the notification bell just to be notified I try to upload live every Sunday now. So keep that in mind, okay guys? Friday nights I upload, Sunday nights I do live streams. Every Sunday night. But now I'm doing live streams on PlayStation Network. We'll see where that goes. Then I'll be back on the PC. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you guys next time.